Hey, this is John Leon Guerrero. Our guests today are Mike and Vic from the Armbar Podcast. They're two Marines who, along with their airman buddy Vic, created the Armbar Podcast, where they chop it up into the mic about a variety of very manly issues like jiu-jitsu, stories about their time in the service, and who can grow the longest beard. But they also address some complex topics like PTS and veteran suicides and things that plague the world even when you're just trying to spread the good time. They've had some great guests on their show like Jocko Willink and our man Scott Husing, and they sat down with Pete. In fact, they had shots at Bastards, those bastards. Their show is going to go through a revamp, and we don't quite know what they're going to do next, but they're always fun to listen in on, and we know they'll continue to be however they spin it around. Now, as always, if you dig the Break It Down show, I'm going to ask that you hook us up. It'll take you 2 minutes. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you're listening on YouTube. Drop us that 5-star rating if you're listening on iTunes. And leave us a review. Doesn't even have to be a long one. Let's see what you can do in 10 words or less. Again, it doesn't have to be much. Just some digital love, some binary affection, an electron hug. Hook us up if you got a couple extra minutes. We always appreciate you listening. We love to hear from you, so drop us a line anytime. Meanwhile, here are our guests today from the Armbar Podcast, Mike and Vic.
Lions Rock Productions.
This is Jay Moore.
This is Greg Proops.
This is Jordan Harbinger.
This is Dexter from The Offspring.
This is Nathan
This is
East.
Sebastian Younger.
This is Rick Marotta.
This is Stuart Copeland. This is Mick Gillette.
This is Andy Summers.
Hey, this is Skunk Baxter.
This is Gabby Reese.
This is Rob Bell.
Hey, this is John Leon Guerrero.
Hey, and this is Pete A. Turner.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah, no shit, right? This is Vic.
This is Mike.
This is a fucking another episode of the Armbar Podcast, but being brought to you by the Break It Down Show.
Yeah.
And now, the Break It Down Show with John Leon Guerrero and Pete A. Turner.
And we're missing Alex. Alex is off.
He's in La Cañada. I mean, La Canada.
La Canada. La Canada.
He's in La Canada.
Break it down. Let's break it down now.
With
We are
With
going to
Pete
break
Turner.
it down. Let's start with a cheers.
cheers.
Cheers. We have confirmed shots have already been consumed. Vodka has been consumed.
Vodka's
beer.
been consumed.
You
beer,
called it, brother. You
orange
all
juice.
the
right.
tags that you sent me were saying shots.
Shots.
Yeah, we don't typically drink on the show too much because the audience gets mad, but every now and then, you got to jump in the hot tub.
Fucking
What on here?
Shit. Drinking.
Shit, that's what's called the armbar, bro.
Yeah, that's right. It's the bar,
The bar
in the armbar,
bro. Shit. We're here live today at Bastards Canteen,
Down in
man.
California.
Down in California, man. Shout out to Nick Velez. We're here at the world famous Bastards. We're here with Pete.
Wait, this is not our show, brother.
Oh shit, my bad.
Sorry, bro.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah.
But you guys do the work. I'm doing the Vin Scully. I'm shutting up.
I was like,
Oh,
man.
dude, it feels weird, bro.
I know, right?
It feels weird.
I know.
All right, all right, stand by.
It's like I'm a virgin again, all over again.
All over again, bro.
Yeah, but you guys are vets. Nick is part of the family, and Scott Husing is part of what brought us all together and everything. So shout out to Echo and Ramadi and all the bastards. Really.
All the bastards, all the magnificent bastards.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You guys have a badass podcast.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you very much.
I was telling you off mic how when I was listening, I'm like, gosh, I wish we were more lighthearted because I'm really a funny guy. Like
I can tell by your face.
that also is true. I'll give you an example. Johnny Walker's wife was with me on the show, and she said she was going to Cañada. And I'm like, is that near Queens? That shit's funny. And then she tells a story about how her and her kids almost died.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, God damn. Like, so it's a hilarious
way to bring it down.
if you know about Hollis, Queens.
Yeah.
Run DMC. But you guys don't go that route. And I love this. I love that we can cut it up and lighten the show.
Oh, we are. I mean, we just.
Dude, we're veterans.
Yeah,
and
we're
you're a
veterans.
veteran
Yeah,
yourself.
you're a veteran yourself.
So you fucking get around in the squad bay or whatever, and nobody's sacred, right? It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You're always vulnerable to attack, right?
The concept of the podcast, our podcast, is the same thing as you would say locker talk.
Exactly.
The same shit that we talk in the locker after jiu-jitsu. All three of us are practitioners, and the same shit that you were catching, like you said, on the squad bay, the back of a 7-ton. Or even on patrol, hey, suck my dick, or whatever. Or your mom's, oh shit, your mom was here. Smells like a dead cow. But it's the same kind of shit that you would talk about with your buddies. So we just decided to have this podcast, and honestly, we didn't know where it was gonna go, how far we're gonna take it,
Right.
and shit. After
Just
35 episodes and a couple pretty good guests, we're still here.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are doing it.
Yeah, the internet hasn't fired us yet, right? So that's a fucking No, veteran humor though. It's a very morbid, but vets get it. If you're a civilian and you get it, fucking God bless you.
Shout out to our listeners because their feedback is the same thing. Like, holy shit, I'm at work and this reminds me we get a couple feedbacks and holy shit, this reminds me of just chilling in the squad bay with my boys. You guys are, you guys
breath of fresh air,
no holds bars, and that's what we do. But
sorry,
there you go. That's another thing we do.
Yeah,
but
that was like our first episode.
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Our first episode was so hilarious because we had been pounding beers all afternoon long when we did the episode,
trying to figure out what we're doing,
and my bladder would not stop. So I had to go take a leak, and that picked up on the mic, and it was so funny because we got a couple comments online about.
And here's the thing,
so hilarious.
We had a lot of feedback during the first episode, and a lot of don'ts, and all those don'ts were like, fuck it, we're just gonna do it, and that's what we're still here.
I mean, that's where you cut your teeth. Is what's already been done is being done. And how do you find a new audience? That's great.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Squad Bay talk because...
Hey, this is Pete. Real quick, I just want to let you guys know we are proud to announce our official support of Save the Brave, a certified nonprofit 501c3 with a charter of helping veterans with post-traumatic stress. Here's how you can help. Go to SaveTheBrave.com, click on the link on the website, and my recommendation is this. Subscribe. Give them $20 a month. You've got subscriptions that you can turn off right now that you're not using that are $20 a month. Swap that out. Get involved. Let's help these folks out.
And how do you find a new audience? That's great. Let's go back to Squad Bay talk because this is almost word for word the gunner in my vehicle, which is the commander's vehicle. So we're talking Battalion Commander 05, pretty big deal. And the gunner's thinking out loud because the conversation was very loose in the commander's vehicle. He's like, if I clone myself and my clone sucks my dick, am I gay? And so someone says, Dice Clay covered this. Yeah. Either you suck dick or you don't. And then the next words are from Vehicle 3 going, I think someone's shooting at us. That's 100% legit. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, that's just how it is with us, man. And I think even you're 40 years old, 50 years old, and you talk to an old Vietnam vet, you'll still have that same sense of humor.
But to boil it down, he was gay.
I mean, he was
gay. Yeah.
But, you know, that
if dick goes in your mouth, you're gay.
That's what makes us, you know, just being a veteran. And that's what the show is all about, man. Yeah. And we're trying to figure out, again, it's all new to us, and we're trying to figure out our mission statement. But we've had a bunch of guests, you know, like Jocko. We had Rocco.
Yeah.
War Rhino,
Shane War Rhino Crutchin.
And today he's getting married.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so fucking shout out to War Rhino and Rena.
There you go.
Yeah.
And at some point you'll have old Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the O's. Yeah.
And we've had like Moises from Lewis's Butcher Shop, a local butcher shop here in Downey.
Our sponsor.
Shout out Louis Butcher Shop, Instagram. We have various of guests and, just trying to spotlight what they're doing because we're trying to take that stigma out of who we are. Yeah. A lot of people think we're just broken. We come out to society, we're broken. No, that's not us, man. There's a lot of things that we do. And I think in society, but I think a lot of people think veterans get out, they become either firefighter or police.
Sure.
Fucking sheriffs.
Yeah, people think that's all we're going to do.
Can you work in a warehouse?
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, I can.
Yeah.
Dude, I help build satellites, so fuck you.
Yeah. And I want to get into the transition thing, but I also want to back up and talk about like how you guys have this mission to go out and help spread the word about veterans who are doing some form of transition. And I think it's lost on the civilians population, and not because they don't know. You just can't know. But it takes us time.
Yeah.
You know, and some of us it takes longer. And some of us, there's damage you have to get through to get to the point where you are comfortable in a crowd or whatever it is. Like, I struggle at Disneyland. I don't like to go. It's not my happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
And so I don't go there. Maybe I'll get there at some point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. But I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a hard day for me.
Can I ask you a question just real quick? has anybody asked you, bro, how old are you? It happened a long, or not asked you, but told you, or even asked, get over it. How old are you? It happened a long time ago. Why are you taking this long?
Yeah.
Has anybody told you that to your face?
I've had that sentiment passed on to me by veterans mostly.
Right.
Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. But
that's
but
weird,
they don't have my combat pedigree. So if anybody asks that question, or like the "Have you killed anybody?" question,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, listen, you're not supposed to ask that. And I know you're curious, and it's a very provocative question. But the reality is you can't ask that.
You say, not yet, but I'm about to, bitch.
Transition is something that I think to this day, even as far as we could go back to, transition is something that it's hard to explain, it's hard to understand, and it's hard to do.
And it's different for everyone.
And it's
different for
everybody is
everybody.
different. I think our buddy Rocco said it the best. Like some people, I don't want to be the Al Bundy. I don't want to be stuck on that. 4 touches in one game bag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
75th Regiment.
but you do become that person for a long time because
What's who you were.
yeah, that's who you were, and it's just it's one of the
who you identify.
who I identify as because you started at age 18. Some of us at 17, but even if you got out at 21, 25, or 45, it's the most. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the most epic part of your life. And as sad as it seems, like some people could have kids and get married and whatnot, but that's the most biggest part of your life.
Military service is very peaky, and it's very tough to see a higher peak or the potential for another peak later on. And it's that hopelessness that comes from it'll never be like that.
Yeah.
And you know what I find too is is that you're born into a family.
Yeah.
And you always have loyalty to your family, whoever they are. But then you get the chance to adopt another family, and it's your military family.
Yeah.
And they always become your brothers and shit like that. And you never fucking lose sight of who your brother is. And that's the fucking crazy thing about being a part of a military service. Just putting the uniform on is you're a brotherhood, a sisterhood, whatever the fuck whatever way you swing.
Yeah.
You're
a hood.
You're a hood, exactly, right? And I like that. Going back to people who are broken, we're not broken. We're fixable, right?
Yeah.
We just fucking went through a event that fucking impacted us, and now we just need to change it up, find some support, go progress, and fucking just go forward.
And I think nowadays with social media, I think just the way we're living nowadays, that's a lot of people from, a lot of veterans from World War II, Vietnam, Korea, they couldn't get out there like the way they are now. T-shirt companies, whiskey company, coffee companies, becoming actors, becoming shit. Nowadays is who isn't out there as a veteran.
Yeah.
And I think like social media has a lot to do with it. Just being stuck on your phone too as a civilian. Oh, I know who that is. It's easier to get out there. But I could imagine back then how they felt, how they couldn't break out as to what they wanted to do after the service.
They didn't have a means to share that fucking experience with their fellow veterans. What's funny, because you say that fucking social media, it makes me think of Bato Tactical, right? And that fucking guy's a fool, man. He's hilarious, right?
You guys have to follow Bato Tactical on Instagram. Stop what you're doing. Bato Tactical. Shit is hilarious. And also Armbar Podcast. You guys also.
Thank you, man.
That stuff with Rudy Reyes is great. Rudy takes his clothes off all the time. And you guys by the way, he's a fat ass.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And he actually took those photos for us too, by the way. Those are real photos. Yeah. But we don't take ourselves seriously. And that's the thing. Today's modern veteran is more than happy to fucking make fun of themselves and each other.
This is where I was going to get at. I mean, you do have a lot where some veterans are just, no, fuck that. That's fucking, no, that's wrong. And this and that bit.
Can we get some, I want a shot. Do you want a shot?
Let's do it again.
We're ordering drinks.
Sorry.
I'm not taking a shot.
Cazadores, and then whatever he wants.
Delicious, yes.
So put that on my tab.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the next one, put it on his tab too.
No, but there are, I would say, a better half to veterans nowadays that just like to pinpoint at everything. It's like no, that's fucking wrong. Oh, you guys are disrespectful. It's like, dude, come on, man.
Fuck them.
We're all out. We're all living our lives now, and this is what we're doing.
Life is too fucking...
life is too short, man.
Yeah, why fucking take it serious, man?
Let's take it to the positive side. We are a hood.
Right.
Yep.
But 3 services here, 3 different branches.
Yep.
I cannot stop finding my cousins everywhere I go because clearly we're all related.
Right.
You know?
We are.
What is it about that? Because we all fuck with each other like, yeah, you eat crayons, you're a, jar, whatever. But the reality is,
clean sheets and hotels with this guy.
Air Force. Yes.
right? Yeah, metal forks. They give you guys metal forks.
Yeah.
Forks.
Yeah, because we don't put them in our eyes.
Your lettuce isn't brown. I was
No, it
always
isn't.
shocked.
It's-
I'm like, what the fuck? Did they polish the floor in the chow hall?
Motherfucker. We fly everything in.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Right? After that, it goes to the Army, and then it goes down
it
to the Marine
dwindles
Corps.
down.
Yeah.
You guys are so high end that you don't even fly out to the remote outposts anymore.
Yeah, they
Literally,
don't.
you have a robot that's like, and we're going
That's
to
it.
shit all the supplies out the back.
UAVs,
And
baby.
we all look, and it's so fucking cool. So this is a thing that civilians don't get to do, is they don't get to see like an airdrop to a remote outpost. And all of us looking, 1, because you have to see where everything goes. 2, it's cool as fuck to see a robot deliver supplies. 3, you're like, please, don't let the fuel burn in. Don't let the pancakes burn in.
Please don't be chicken a la king.
Because one pallet is going to go straight to the
down.
ground.
Oh, yeah.
Boom! And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, God.
Yeah.
And what was it? Because it's something
What
you
was
need.
that? Come on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But why are we such a great family? What is it
What
about
makes us
what we
us?
do? Yeah, because we all get it. Different branches, different experiences, different times, but we all get it.
You know what? Fucking because not everybody fucking raises their right hand and fucking swears allegiance to this country.
Okay.
And you know what? We did. All of us have that common experience, right? Where you fucking stand in front of the flag, you put your hand up, and you say, I solemnly swear to defend the Constitution
of the United States.
Yep.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yeah.
And it's something that, like we belong to the VFW in Pico Rivera, VFW 7734.
Yep.
Shout out to them. They've been our home for years now, and we met a lot of great people. And it doesn't matter. When I joined that post, it was like 2005. Man, I'm 40 now, and
Dude.
I met wonderful people at that post, and the story and the history and everything that they went through.
Oh my God.
And it's funny because it makes you think like, shit, I went through that right now. Like, you guys went through that a long time ago. This is what I'm going through right now, and they got me through a lot of hard times. Man, I was homeless. I was homeless for about a year, and all those people just took me under their arms, and they helped me. They helped me transition through civilian life, and it was a big generation gap.
Yeah.
From Vietnam to Operation Iraqi Freedom, they helped me, and that's, like you said, the hood. I belong to that hood, to that brotherhood, and it doesn't matter that they didn't understand what I was like going through because it was different, but they helped me, and that's what we do nowadays too with our podcast. We want to help people. We want to help veterans.
Back in the day, he was sucking dick.
Yeah, it
Just to get by.
Just to get by, bro.
Lots of it, yeah.
I've got a soft mouth. A lot of it. I've had to. All right, let's do these shots.
All right,
Sounds
cheers.
good.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Those people who can't be here, fucking we
Amen.
salute
Man,
you.
I'm pretty sure you're losing listeners by the minute right now, man. Shit.
Fuck them. Go to another podcast.
Don't.
Go to the Armbar.
Seriously, you guys should go check out Armbar Podcast. Hopefully, these motherfuckers have their YouTube channel going.
I hope
so.
so.
It's nice and easy. But
You know
if
what?
not,
Yeah, we will.
You know what?
Fucking-
Spotify.
Spotify and iTunes.
iTunes are the good places. You can go on Facebook, but really, that's not what it's about. It's about iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Hopefully, by the time this show comes out.
And if you can't find those links, go to Buzzsprout. We're on there. They fucking have links to both of those
You know, no one
providers.
knows what Buzzsprout is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Google it. Google that shit. Because fucking Google's the devil.
So here's, if you guys can't find these guys, because I want you to find them. I know you guys are driving to work, you're in your cubicle, you're doing whatever it is. I want you guys to check out what these guys do, because, yeah, we're going to get heavy on you and serious and all that kind of stuff, but these
Fuck that
guys are a
shit.
fucking riot.
No, fuck that.
Armbar Podcast. So hit me at P. Turner, and I will direct you there.
Sweet.
Or hit these guys, give us some social media handles.
Armbar_Vic at Instagram.
Armbar_Mike at Instagram.
Or Armbar_Podcast at Instagram. Our main thing is Instagram. You know, we can't be on our phone all the fucking time, so
Yeah, these guys have actual jobs.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing. All three of us, like I said, Alex right now, he's not here today. He's in Canada, But this guy, he's a black belt, second-degree black belt at Gracie University in Torrance. He's an instructor. So, and Vic is a defense contractor. I work for the government, too. This is just a hobby.
Yeah.
But it's our passion, too.
It's a growing hobby,
it's a growing hobby, and it's our passion. And our passion, again, is just veterans. We started with the jiu-jitsu community, Armbar.
Yeah.
And we are practitioners. And
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, that's us. But our background is, our livelihood is just our job, but this is just our hobby. But yeah, like you said, it's growing. We just wanna be there for veterans. If our jokes can make you laugh, and if one of our episodes can keep you away from putting a barrel down your mouth, go for it. Listen to the Shane War Rhino Crutchin episode. That's one of our deepest episodes ever, man. This guy
The
went
War
through
Pig.
the War Pig. That's a great episode. And if this stops tomorrow, that's one of my major accomplishments for me.
Yeah.
That we had Shane on, and he could tell his story. And if you listen to that story, man, that was my goal in life. I could say I'm done. I'm happy.
That's like our 22 a day episode, right?
Yes,
Because 22 a day veterans, they take their own life. So this one was a guy. He was ready to end it, and it didn't fucking go as he planned, and he fucking changed his life around.
And look at him now.
Fucking event.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's getting married today too. So
Yeah. Shout out for sure.
Definitely.
That singularity moment. Rudy Reyes had his gun in his mouth at one point.
Yeah. And we got that on our fucking podcast too,
Yeah,
man. Him
that's
talking about
heavy.
that shit.
And the reason why we talk about that, I've been at that singularity point. I didn't have a gun in my mouth, but I'm like, am I going to keep doing this?
Yes.
Am I going to not? Minute by minute, second by second, living like that. And it's exceptionally hard. And as a military guy, once I decide, over.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So I was in that spot where I don't know what the last gate was going to be, but I was in that point, So I can't fear that if there's someone else who's at that same spot. I want them to hear it because I've been it. I've been there. I've seen all the combat.
I think we all been there, and that's another thing that bothers me with some of the vendor community. Like, oh fucker, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. But I always, like, my sister asked me, and I told her, you know what? It doesn't matter if you spent 1 day, 1 week, or a month in theater. It was horrible, man.
Yeah.
If it was a 3-star hotel or a 4-star hotel, right?
But being in theater, it fucks you up, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're doing trucking missions or whatever. Like that, just being in that environment fucks you up, man.
Yeah, because even if you're there in support, primarily everybody is desperate to help or get out and do their portion. There is some ego in that, like, I want to get out so I can say I did something. But really, it's like there are people really out right now. Can't remember the lady's name, but she was a helicopter pilot. She talked about, like, and it was so dangerous to land on the ground. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was on the ground.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's dangerous out here. You're in a helicopter.
And then you lift off. And you're safe.
Yeah, but but you put yourself in her shoes too. Like I have that understanding. Like I understand people who, she was scared, and you being in that helicopter by yourself, being scared to land. That's your world, man. That fucks you up mentally, bro.
Yep.
So yeah, I shout out to her.
That is
your
That's
thing.
the job the Army gave you to fucking fly in there.
Yeah,
fucking get
and
out.
people don't understand that. There's some people who knock that, like, fuck you, bitch. You didn't do nothing.
That's like people who deliver water and shit like that. Fucking have to go out there.
Yeah,
fucking,
exactly, dude. Yeah, thank you.
Fucking and just give you fucking ammo, whatever the fuck.
Whatever,
right?
yeah.
They have to go forward and risk their life to do a small task.
But bullets don't fly without supply.
Right.
Shout out to supply, bro.
Yep.
Fuck
yeah.
Hey, you got to get paid.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, hey, those S2, S3 shots.
No shit.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to go to Burger King in the field.
In Afghanistan for a while, there was a shortage on tortilla chips.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
I would have quit by then.
I know you would.
Fucking Air Force.
We felt it. I'm not even lying. We felt like,
What? No
damn.
guacamole? Fuck you.
But there was a supply problem getting trucks into the countries that would give us the stuff. And so they couldn't even get into the country before the country. And it was like, there's no Doritos.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But look at those people that were actually tasked for that job to get into that country,
They're desperate
right?
to solve that problem.
Yeah, thank you. And they're fucking they're fucked in the head too. They're like, you know what, we have to go. We're getting shot at. All right, I get it. You weren't direct combat, but you went through some trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't knock those people, man.
No, you can't knock them.
Tell me your Air Force story. Tell me your Air Force story. Come on.
We're pinned down, and this is for Vic. We're pinned down. Long story short, at that time we're going through Highway 8. They were marking every fucking freeway pillar with a freak. We're pinned down. Fucking, we called the freak. Somebody who saved us. Who was it? Air Force. They come in the little doom buggies, and they were Air Force special forces.
No.
What are they called? Security forces.
So police.
Yeah,
MPs.
police. Yeah. So hey, they came to help us out. So shout out to the Air Force at that time. You know, that was just a moment I could say, hey, the Air Force came in.
Save the Marines.
Save the Marines. All right, so you guys have a podcast, Armbar. Everybody should listen to it, of course. Yep. What's how many episodes now you guys in?
34.
1,000.
You're legit. 1,000. Yeah.
We got like
you
thousands
guys,
of
when you guys post on this show, you'll be episode like 510.
Really close.
But the thing was, I remember episode 34. I remember being at that spot, and you're just like, "There's no way we'll get to 50," and then we did.
Yeah.
And then we got to 100. And so I love the path.
It's the path is awesome because we're learning like with you, like before we turn on the microphones, we're talking and you were guiding us, and I really appreciate that. And that's the part of the hood. Yeah. You know, people come and guide us, or we help people. Right. We guide people to it. I mean, even though we're rookies in the game, but that's what we're here for. We're here for each other.
Exactly, because fucking without, you know what? Who the fuck else is going to help veterans except for veterans, right? Because nobody gives a fuck. All they see is a sick motherfucking homeless dude fucking begging for food or whatever. But in the podcast world, we should help each other fucking just grow.
Not even the podcast, but in the veteran community, period. We should all be there for each other.
Oh, all right. I stand corrected.
You know, don't knock each other down, you know. Just if you're willing to help. Yep. Don't just say you're going to help. There's some people that have offered help and they don't.
Yeah.
Hey, cool, good for you, man. You know what? You're a veteran. You're on your own thing. Go for it.
I'm gonna talk to my friends who are listening. When we talk about service, sometimes service sucks. Sometimes you do shit you don't want to do, but you got to do it because you want to serve. You don't get to do service because it's a luxury.
Right.
You serve in general, humanity, because that just shit's hard.
Yes, it is.
And so when you do walk by that veteran, if a homeless guy puts up a sign that says homeless veteran, it doesn't matter if they're lying. It doesn't matter if they're going to use the money to get booze. That person needs help. If you don't understand that, stop and go, this person needs help. Can you buy him a fucking sandwich? He may give that sandwich. He may not eat it. What do you need? How can I help you? $20? Fucking here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you walk by and you never do anything,
you just criticize.
Yeah.
You're doing nothing. I think you're being worse than him because, you know, if he's buying booze, fuck it. That's his thing.
That's how he stays alive.
That's how he stays alive.
Yeah.
And exactly. And you know what? If you ever see something from the Armbar Podcast, send us a Glenlivet 12-year-old scotch.
Guys are thirsty.
Thirsty. That's how we get through our podcast.
Yeah. Please help a veteran out.
And it's not about being better or anything else. It's just like, that's what service looks like. Like when you see that guy on the edge of the freeway and you've got $5 in your pocket.
Yeah, that's us. We raise our right hand to serve.
Yeah.
And the service doesn't end when you get out. You always help your community, man. That's what we do.
There's a lot of people out there that didn't serve. Opportunity was there, but life gave choices and they chose B instead of A or whatever. Or maybe they chose C instead of F.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make, you can still be a sheepdog.
Yeah,
you can still go out and care for someone. It doesn't got to be veterans. It can be kids with this, parents with that, moms with this. You think about it, I use this. I try to create illustrations so I can better understand like mental problems. Like people talk about that's the last straw. I think about my own personal camel and how much straw is on my back, and can I like what straw is on there that's just old and nappy I can just get rid of. Divorce is a nasty wound, and if you saw it on someone's belly. You know, you'd be like, stop everything you're doing. How can we help you? You know, you would change your attitude towards them. So think about that. Like somebody gets divorced, like the first day, I'm fine. It's such a relief. You're like, oh God, you're really fucked up right now.
Yeah. And not only veterans though, right? But law enforcement. They go through a lot of PTSD, a lot of the same fucking things that the veterans goes through.
Yes.
And they need fucking your help too, right? So fucking just realize that fact that law enforcement official is protecting your right to exist.
Yes.
And so fucking help them out whenever they need the help too, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to serve people. And I love that your guys' podcast, you guys were like, we're here to help veterans. And I'm like, okay, that's cute and all, you know, like let's do that. But how do you guys get some benefit from what because it can be service, but you also need to find, it's a hobby, but it's really not. You guys say it's a hobby, but you have aspirations.
It's a purpose.
Yeah, it's a purpose, and we also help law enforcement, like our boy Naco. Whenever
is Naco from Naco in Arizona?
No,
because Naco's
Naco Nolan
on the border.
Nolan he's a law enforcement. He's an officer, LAPD, New York, NYPD. And his dad is a Vietnam vet, Ranger too. And this guy he has a heart of gold, and he gives to everybody that needs help. And this guy, he's real near and dear to my heart as a personal friend. But he's there too, also giving to the community, always helping out. He helps out a lot with us, our podcast.
Yeah, he's a friend of the podcast.
Yeah,
definitely,
so he's I wish he could have been here today, but he had prior engagements. But just somebody like him, he has nothing to do with the veteran community. He could say that.
Yeah,
but he does help out.
Yeah, he understands the correlation between military and law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that military has an international engagement fucking realm and law enforcement has a local engagement realm, right? And he sees that there's a similar need to protect those that need protection, right? Because when we join the military, we join for different reasons, but when you get down to it, right, it's about the guy sitting your right or left of you, and then doing the mission. And then in law enforcement, it's right or left of you,
and the people in front of you.
Yeah,
and the people in front of you.
Yeah, so
I'm going to get
Nako's
past this
that.
topic in a second here, but I do want to make the point of saying that when you do raise your hand and you say, I'm going to serve, you also learn that to serve, you have to go where your help is needed.
Yes.
It may not be a perfect fit for your skills, but the system doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So when they're like, Mike, you're going to go do this in this place, you're like, yeah, I'm going. You know,
I'm not going to talk where I work, but my job, I did the same thing. When I got hired, I had to raise my right hand.
Yeah.
And I work for the government, and I work for my local community, and it's to protect and serve that community and help in various ways. And like I said, my oath still hasn't ended, and I still service my community. And that's something that I try to do with my podcast too. Just help whoever needs help and serve my community. And people who know me personally knows that I go out of my way to help a lot of people. And if it's from something minor or big, but I try to be there for whoever needs help. So it's kind of wearing like a Superman cape, bro, or a Superman shirt. That's us. I think that's what we do every day. Even with Alex too. Alex has done so much within the jiu-jitsu community, and he incorporates what he learned in the military. And sometimes he's a doctor, man. He helps people out from different walks of life, and he helps people out with his jiu-jitsu knowledge. And he talks people out from the ledge. He's talked people out from swallowing their barrel, and that's just us. And I think that's what attracted all three of us, and that's what we have the Armbar Podcast. So there you go, man.
Yeah, not only that, but you mentioned us on a previous podcast of yours with the Rocco, right?
Yeah, Rocco.
And you talk about Alex's ability to mold jiu-jitsu for whatever your body type is, or whatever your limitations. He doesn't call it limitations; he calls it challenges.
Challenges, yeah.
Right.
So you could go up to him and be like, bro, try to come up with any excuse. I can't. My back is fucked up. Like Rocco, don't worry, bro. We're gonna get on the ground. This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I know your back problem.
Start hugging.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I have 6 knee injuries, and dude, that episode that he's talking about, that Scott said, you know what? I haven't done a front flip in a long time, bro. I'm 300 pounds, and Alex, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna do it. An hour later, I was fucking front flipping.
Yeah.
With my bad knees and everything, and that you should have seen Alex's eyes. Like it looked like his daughter took first steps. But that's Alex with everybody.
It was like a 5.3 on the Richter scale when he did that shit.
Yeah, but that's Alex's ability to work with people, and again, that's him servicing his community.
Yeah.
He works with people with limitations, and he'll work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Eric Weinmeier on the show, and he's completely blind, and he goes out and does this for other people who are like that, especially like
jiu-jitsu.
No, he finds other things, but he kayaked down the Colorado River.
Wow.
He had someone, he had someone next to him in another kayak, and they had pre-talked the route.
Yeah.
But when he's in that boat, in that moment, it's him.
It's him, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And so there's a guy going left, right, but he's in the rapids in the Colorado are as crazy as they make rapids, right?
Fucking good on that guy, right?
Wow.
Well, the other thing he does is he helps kids, because parents do what parents do. They protect their kids.
Yeah.
And so some of these kids have literally never checked the mail.
Dude.
Because for a parent, how could you ethically let your kid walk across the yard, possibly miss the mail, and then hit by a truck? Like, you can't do it. But Eric can go, here in this space, nothing can happen to you. One of the kids is heartbreaking. He had never run full out in any direction ever. And he's like, you can run as far as you want in this direction right now. Yeah. There's a blind guy telling a blind guy, run as fast as you can. And that kid did, and he lived at that level, you know? And so there's opportunity to do that all over the place. And then you take it, you know, we're always so hard on ourselves here in America, like, oh, we're fucked up. Yeah. We hate each other. Reality is, and we all know, it's wonderful here.
It is. Where the fuck else do you want to live, right? Fuck you.
There's people dying in the deserts just to come in here for a reason.
Yeah.
Let me finish this point, and then I definitely want to get into that. But like these little Asian kids where he goes to the orphanage, the parents see them as having some kind of like voodoo affliction, and they hit them with sticks and shit like that, and they abuse them and abandon them. And it's like, it doesn't even make sense to us. But for them, that's normal for them, right? So when we can't lose sight of how good we do have it here. We do have problems. Like, you want to solve plastic in the ocean? Start in Somalia.
Yeah.
Right?
Buy a $1,200 ticket, go to Somalia, and just start picking up trash until you run out of trash, and you will solve a big problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fuck. We have so many problems, but exactly like what you said, is if we had so many problems and we were so fucked up, then why the hell is everybody trying to come here? Right? It doesn't make sense. You got it good. America, you fucking got this shit good, brother.
Yeah.
And if you're complaining, then you're not doing enough to fucking resolve the problems that you have.
Go find some bigger problems.
First world problems is having problems.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, like Rocco said, like he worked board tag. We don't see that side of how they help people in the desert. And I seen it myself. And people don't understand how bad it is in other countries. And you just going down to Tijuana, people like to go party down there, eat tacos, whatever. But they don't really open their eyes how bad is it just south of the border where we're at, man. Yeah. An hour drive, man. 2 hour drive down south.
Yeah.
You can see you can see how bad is it. And people are dying to come into our country. And nobody sees that. They just want to see how bad we are. And I really wish that we open our eyes and realize how good we do have it here. And you know who's making a better place? Veterans, too, nowadays. Veterans are trying so hard, and they're not joining the police department or border patrol to be dicks. Because I think that's a stigma that everybody has. Oh, they're just veterans. They just want to go out there and continue being dicks. Yeah. No, we're out there trying to help. Even when we're not wearing a uniform, we're trying to help.
Yep.
And this is what makes America great, man. Veterans make America great, too. Because we still have a purpose. We still have a purpose to serve this country.
It's called service for a reason.
Yeah.
We want to continue to do that. We have a regimen, like we know what it takes to be disciplined and to do a 1, 2, 3, get this problem resolved, fucking go forward and just fucking make this thing right?
I don't know if this is true for every service, but I know for sure the Army it's true, and I know you guys will appreciate this. Everybody in the Army has a weapon put in their hands, and they do they're best at shooting, and a lot of people are shitty at shooting.
Yeah.
Everybody also gets an IV bag and a needle in their hand, and they pop a vein, and they put life into somebody. Yeah. And I guarantee you...
Combat lifesavers.
Yeah, exactly. Every single one of us that does that kind of training, they know they can put a needle in a vein and save a life.
Yeah.
They may not be able to hit you with a bullet, and I guarantee you everybody would say, yeah, like my ability to do that, to change a life and save it, is way more important, and I'm way better at that. And you see the care. Like if we were all to pop veins right now, I know we could all do it. I wouldn't even sweat it. But the care that you would give to me before you were like, I don't want this to be uncomfortable, but we have to do this. We have to practice. And you see it on the face, the concentration. It's way more than anything else you really do in the military.
Yeah, it's like it's a confidence, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a confidence of application, right?
Yeah.
Because you've been through the training and stuff like that. Because I know as an Air Force veteran, I'd be able to select the 5-star hotel for you.
Yeah.
Right? With the best ice cream.
You'll save me, bro. You'll save me.
Yeah. So no matter what.
The worst trip ever, this guy will pick the best
So
hotel.
no matter where you need to deploy to, it will be the comfiest.
Yes. I have a lot of points at the Intercontinental for my time in service.
Bro, I can't help it. Our service treats us good.
Well,
you know,
your service treats you guys good, and what you have to do puts you in a place where you can be served better. Because
we do.
You have to have. You can't take a C5 and land it on an ocean.
Yeah. Nope.
It just doesn't work.
Nope.
You got
as much as we're ragging each other,
Or aircraft carrier. That would be a
but
bitch.
as much as we're ragging each other,
Could you even land a C-5 aircraft?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Yeah.
but every service has a purpose, and like we
Yeah.
said in the beginning, we all raise the right hand for a reason, and it's to serve, man. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be
Yeah.
a foreman.
It's a
We had Dirty Double D.
Yep.
Dirty
Yeah,
Double D.
Yeah.
He's a kickboxer. He's a K1
He's
kickboxer.
an active duty Air Force kickboxer.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what's his
And
MOS?
he's a belt. He's a mental health technician, and he wears a belt. He's a fucking champion
Yep.
at kickboxing.
Yeah.
And he's
Right
a
now,
men-
he's in Iowa.
Yeah,
Fucking, he's
yeah.
fighting right now in
He's
Iowa.
fighting right now. We just had him as a guest, and
Yeah,
he serves the Air Force as a mental health technician.
but he serves the community too.
He serves it, and outside of that, he serves his local community, helping veterans.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking kickboxer. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about this podcasting style, right? You guys are on a journey. It's going to blow your mind. You can't even imagine all the things you're going to do. Right now, your podcast is veteran-centric, but you're going to open that world up because you're going to understand that world's bigger. Oh, yeah. Bob Sapp and I became friends on Facebook the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't ask Bob Sapp.
Nice.
Yeah. Because of the network, it just gets so tight. And I'm not saying Bob Sapp and I are friends, but we are now connected to where there could be a relationship there. How has the podcast changed your guys' life? I mean, you're 30-plus episodes in, so it's new, but I know it's impacted you guys.
You know it's fucking funny because
Let this guy go by.
I know.
shut the fuck up. Yeah, you fucking fat fucker. Anyway, he's gone now. The podcast, it's fucking sweet because we all do jiu-jitsu. And when I go to my jiu-jitsu class and somebody comes up to me and says, bro, I heard that fucking last episode and that was the fucking best.
Yes.
It's like awesome, right? It's like, oh my God, I'm reaching out to somebody. You know, whether they're a veteran or not, it's somebody appreciated something that I did or that we did,
Yeah.
right? And so that's the fucking coolest thing. But it hasn't changed our life because, you know what? I'm not on the fucking, wait.
Oh,
Some agua?
What are you getting? Oh, wait, our
Water. You need water.
Sure.
yeah. Give me a water and a shot because I want to be able to speak English.
No worries, I'll bring a pitcher of water so you guys don't
Thank
wait on
you.
me. Yeah.
Keep that in the podcast.
Well, for me, the same way. People, even just messages. Hey, bro, the Sheen War Rhino one is the one I get a bunch of messages from.
Yeah.
Just listening to somebody that almost swallowed his barrel. That was unsuccessful. He tried to OD. And we're going to give you a quick story about it. He tried to OD, so he went to buy drugs, a bunch of drugs.
From an
Undercover, they thought he was going to sell it. That's how much drugs he bought to kill himself.
Wow.
And he said when he woke up, the DEA agent was fucking pissed on his hand, pointed at him, get the fuck up. Got him up. They arrested him, and they looked at his fucking boot camp picture.
Well, the dude was a Marine.
Yeah, the agent was a Marine. And he goes, he should be ashamed of you.
Yeah.
And pointed at his boot camp picture. And so you should be ashamed. You guys, you should be ashamed.
Yeah.
This is not you. And that guy, he still to this day keeps in touch with that agent. But a lot of people listen to that episode and they had their own stories, and my inbox was just flooded like, dude, that story changed my life. And that's to me, that was it. Like I said, I could quit after that episode because that made me realize, like, yeah, this is what we're doing, man.
It's worth it, yeah.
This is fucking worth it.
I do want to push on that story, though.
That's a fucking our favorite episode because of the kittens.
It's wonderful. I mean, the care that he gave him, I don't care for how he delivered the care,
Right.
though.
Yeah.
Because it is an ignorant position to
Right.
say it was weakness.
Right.
There's an actual injury there.
But that's us, though. But you know what? But I understood it because that's us. Because somebody had to come down to me and be the same way. Hey, fucker, you're fucking drinking a lot. Dude, I'm not going to lie.
It's fucking honesty,
Yeah,
right?
it's honesty, yeah.
It's fucking a veteran to veteran honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit because you're a fucking dumbass. Why?
Yeah, but
Who's
come on.
better
Do
to
Do
say
you remember?
that?
Yeah, I remember being talked to like that. Yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
Can't we be more involved in that? Can't we find a better tool?
Sometimes you don't need that. You don't.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
But
Sometimes
if
you
that
don't.
person doesn't need that at that
Yeah.
moment. But here's what the FBI agent didn't know. Or DEA agent. Here's what they didn't know. They didn't know what he needed at
Yeah.
that moment. He pointed it and it worked out.
Yeah.
But we don't know that it didn't work out the next time. I mean, there's a real wound.
But you know
there.
what? This guy right here.
Yeah.
This guy right here, Vic, next to me, to my left. He helped me like that.
Yeah.
I used to drink like crazy, dude.
It is a tool.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
hate to hear that being like, because it comes across as someone who doesn't
I was
have.
like, those are my two.
But you know what?
If someone doesn't have enough understanding of what the wound is.
Yeah.
So you can't fucking understand everybody's fucking history.
Yes.
Right?
Right. So do you lead with the hammer? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
I am. We're a hammer.
All right.
Fucking the military, right? Find me a nail because I'm a hammer. Fucking, that's the way it is. Fucking blunt force trauma.
That's an Air Force.
But you know what? But,
$2,000 hammer.
You know what? But it's the same way as
No, toilet seats. Toilet seats.
it's the same way how we look at, the civilian world look at cops. They're fucking assholes. Fuck the cops. You know, I talked to Nako. He's like, fuck it. What do you want me to do? This is my job.
Yeah.
I got to help people. I got to get them off the streets. They're going to say,
Fair enough.
I understand them.
What good does it fucking do for you to tap around and dance around the fucking issue, right? Yeah. The fucking issue is you're fucked up, brother. You need help. You're not fucking helping yourself.
Yeah.
Straighten the fuck up and go get some fucking help.
And most of us joined the Marine Corps because
Here
of that.
comes some help.
Yeah.
Right? Or I'm here to fucking help you.
Yeah.
Either that. But fucking, oh man, are you okay?
Hey, brother. Yeah, hey,
What the
brother. Yeah,
fuck?
that
Well, I'm
doesn't-
not saying that. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. What I'm saying is that you can have a more. I would challenge that DEA's agent if he was sitting here to his face.
Oh,
I
you
would
would?
say,
Yeah.
"Oh, absolutely," because it's not weakness,
No, it's not weakness.
and it comes
You're right.
across that he's looking at it as weakness.
But, well, for me, you know what? For me, like for Shane, and even for any veteran who's listening, we do lay down our shield, bro. We do, and we're like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't do this no more. And
But why?
but why?
Why do you put your shield down? Not because you're weak,
No.
but because you don't have. I didn't have the ability to get help for
Right.
a long time.
You know what it
Couldn't.
is? Nobody fucking gives a fuck that you're carrying a shield anymore.
Well, there you go.
Right?
Oh man, that's deep, bro.
You know
That's,
what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie,
It's
that's
like
deep.
you're like fucking wearing your shield out in the fucking civilian public,
Yeah.
and nobody says, "Why the fuck you got your fucking defenses up?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you?"
And
doing
you know what?
This?
Yeah, you're right. A lot
Why
of
are you
people don't
thinking that?
understand that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. You're right.
But a military guy will say, "What the motherfuck?"
It's like pick your weapon up, motherfucker.
Right?
Why is it on the ground?
Yeah,
What, in
Fucking
the Marine
clean
Corps,
that shit.
you get you'll get slaughtered for that.
Yeah.
Why is your weapon on the deck?
Yeah.
So for us, you know what? Yeah, I get your point of view. Like, hey, dude, relax. It depends on who it is. Then again, it depends on who it is.
and those fucking synapses connect immediately when you hear that shit, right? Because you went through fucking boot camp. You understand fucking getting slapped down, fucking getting
broken down to the
down to the bare
yeah.
minimum, and then being built up to be the same as everybody
All right.
fucking else.
I like it.
So fuck you, man.
There's a lot of answers.
Get your shit.
Well, you're right. There is a lot of answers. There's a lot of questions. But for us in the military community, it shouldn't be pussied down. It should not be watered down.
But it's not weakness, though.
No, it isn't.
No,
weakness.
nobody's saying it's weakness. Nobody
Nope,
is saying
nope.
weakness, bro.
Hey, this is P.A. Turner from Lions Rock Productions. We create podcasts around here. And if you, your brand, or your company want to figure out how to do a podcast, just talk to me. I'll give you the advice on the right gear, the best plan, and show you how to take a podcast that makes sense for you, that's sustainable, that's scalable, and fun. Hit me up at pete@breakitdownshow.com. Let me help. I want to hear about it.
But it's not weakness, though.
No, it isn't.
No,
weakness.
nobody's saying it's weakness. Nobody
Nope,
is saying
nope.
weakness, bro.
So now that we're back from our bathroom break, you gave me the hard, I'm going to cry my beer, suicide military story. That's great and appropriate. How have you grown? How have you grown from all
Shut
of
the
this
fuck
stuff?
up and let's drink these
Yeah,
shots.
shots.
Are you in a
Cheers.
Cheers.
Water,
Oh, to your
water for me.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck that. I'm not stupid.
I am.
So how have we grown from this?
Well, you are, but you're not drinking shots. But anyway.
So how have we grown from this? It's weird because I don't think, like I said, we're brand new, but I think this is a calling that we all have had and something that we've done to each other. And my personal story, if it wasn't for Vic, that I met Vic when I just got back from my last deployment, and he introduced me to the VFW, and I was in a very dark place. And he knows that I was drinking fucking Monday through Sunday, bro. I was drinking every fucking day. And just a little speech like, hey, bro, just calm the fuck down. Like, you're going to see people come and go, and the VFW, you're going to learn from the VFW. And just tone it down. That's it. He didn't have to be a father figure. He didn't have to be a soft. He just told me, calm the fuck down, bro. Like, this is our lifestyle. This is what we're going to go through.
He didn't have to point to the Marine on the wall. Nope. You know, you rubbed his back a little bit and said, calm down.
Yeah, it was only his back though.
Yeah, it was only. but you know what? But that's what we do for each other. Do we have to be? We're here for each other. So
yeah, I'm older, right? I'm fucking 55 years old.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I am fucking. But I'm built just like fucking. What's his name? The Swede.
Peacock, Swede. No, but you know what? It wasn't a rub in the back. It was just chill the fuck down, bro.
It was a rub in the back. It was compared to like saying, "Look at that guy. You should be ashamed."
Well, he's not arresting me.
Instead
like,
of
it's a gut check.
It was a gut check,
right?
It was a gut check.
Just like we were talking about earlier, right? It's fucking honesty. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
No wrong with honesty,
Yeah.
Man, it's like, and it was honesty. Like, I could say, yeah, it was chill the fuck down, but I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, like, chill the fuck down.
Because, and I told him when he joined the VFW, exactly when he joined the VFW, you're going to see a lot of guys die. Because VFW members are predominant, or at that time, were predominantly World War II veterans. And they're great fucking guys. All of them are great guys. They have awesome stories and shit like that.
But what did you point out? That they drinking themselves to death.
And it was mainly the Vietnam vets.
And sure enough, those guys, all of our buddies, which, man, rest in peace, are all gone. Honestly, there's out of like 4 or 5,
like one left.
There's only one left.
Well, him and Mondo.
Yeah, him and Mondo. But he was telling me, like, dude, they're drinking themselves to death.
Manuel and Mondo.
And he's like, are you going to do that to you? I was like, fuck, because I was drinking every fucking day. I wouldn't sleep. I would just drink.
Yeah.
And I needed a gut check, dude. I needed a gut check. And
just because folks care about us on this show, we're having fun here, but everybody's way in control of the. We're not drinking all the time.
It's different now.
Only when we're awake.
No, but even for him, like it's all different for us, man.
Yeah.
Nowadays, from 2005, 2006 to now, totally different, man. I mean, even at that time, he was out. He just got out, and he was trying to figure his shit out too. Even though retired, blah blah blah. But we were both trying to figure our shit out. But to me, it was a deeper black hole. But even from nowadays, the difference is, yeah, man, it's not Monday through fucking Sunday. It's not trying to.
There's more to life than just fucking hanging out in a bar.
Yeah, right. And that's what he told me, bro. You got to figure your shit out, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? And it was a gut check for me. Like, shit, you're right. What am I gonna do?
How have you grown? Tell me how you've changed.
You know what? As I've changed since I've retired from the military, I found out how great my family is, how important they are to me.
Yeah.
Right? You know, because when you're in the military, that's your focus, right? It doesn't matter what you do. That's your fucking focus, right? And I love my wife, Jerry Garcia, 2012, Instagram. Fucking follow her ass. She's private, but fucking just do it.
Just follow her, hit her up.
Yeah, hit her up. But anyway,
she's very supportive, man.
she's really tough, and she
As
fucking
tough
checks
as they
me.
come, yeah.
Yeah, she checks me all the fucking time.
But from the show, you sat there and you had your mind expanded by something. Because that's how we go. It's like just like every time you get in an arm bar, it's good for you, right?
Yeah.
You learn. So how about the podcast?
So the podcast, I have a different perspective because I'm Air Force, right? And I'm working with 2 Marines who have but they have direct combat experience. I don't have direct combat experience.
Right.
My Air Force experience, I worked for the National Reconnaissance Office.
Okay.
So you, as a CI guy, as an MI guy, knows exactly what, and some of our audience may know exactly what they do.
Yeah.
And before, not long ago, nobody knew what they did, right? So look it up. Fuck you. Google it. I'm going to tell you.
We bing things around here, but just in case. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bing that shit. Anyway, I'm a comm guy. I provide satellite intelligence to the community. So with the fucking podcast, I just provided an older perspective. Let's calm this fucking shit down. Let's bring everything down. Let's bring this to this raw level.
Yeah.
Let's find out what this veteran needs. What's the issue here?
Yeah, he does. Because we're just like, we would talk about anything, and he would be like, like Louis Butcher Shop, bring it down. Let's see what he need. What is it about?
Yeah.
So he brings that aspect for us. So he brings that same military, whatever his MOS was. Let's look at the statistics of this guy. What is he offering? What does he do?
It's like you ask your fucking grandpa, what the fuck should we do? I'm older, fucking, I can't help it. I'm a fucking old dude, 55.
But his question was, how did you grow?
How did I grow? Wow.
From the podcast specifically. With your 50,000 foot view.
My 50,000 feet view is how did I grow? I learned to appreciate everybody's perspective, and I learned to understand that everyone has a role to play in this whole fucking crazy thing that we call the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But veterans have an established foothold on reality, and not everybody's taking advantage of it. And so we can take advantage of that shit and fucking spotlight people who are doing good things in the community and just fucking spread that shit out, right? And that's what our goal is for the Armbar Podcast.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm not the flashy guy. I'm just the Air Force guy, stays in hotels and shit like that, whatever. But everyone who comes on our podcast has a purpose, and we should fucking spotlight that purpose to make sure that it applies to everyone, whether you're a military or civilian, right?
And that's the reason we brought him on. It was just Alex and I at first.
Right.
And we did like about 5 recordings, but we deleted them all. Yeah. Maybe we'll release them as lost tapes, but
yeah.
But we needed something like that. We need somebody who grounded us. And that's Vic. Vic
you guys feel the magic when you record.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Give me what you think the magic is each week, one at a time, though.
The magic from Vic is like he said.
Just in general, the magic.
The magic.
Yeah.
From the whole podcast.
Yeah, when you're in that moment and you're talking to Jocko, whoever it is.
You know what?
That was a bad.
No, Jocko episode. Nako said, and this is from Nako, and
Nako
I think
Nolan. 3
other episodes. Hey, bro, I don't think I ever heard him talk about that.
Yeah.
Our magic is we have people tell stories that they never told everybody before. Like again, War Rhino, he told us, "Fuck, bro, I told you guys a story that I was so embarrassed by that I don't think I would never thought I would tell anybody, but I said it on your show."
The Underwood kid.
Yeah. And even with Jocko, Nako was like, "Damn, bro, I don't think I ever heard him tell that story to anybody before."
Yeah.
We've had people text us afterwards, "Shit, bro, I don't think I ever told that story to anybody before." And we just look at each other like, "Fuck, that's our itch, bro." Yeah. We have people telling us stories that they would never tell anybody. But that's how we are. We just make people feel comfortable. You come on our show, bro. We're cooking you tacos. We're serving you beers.
Done.
Yeah, it's literally a kitchen environment.
Yeah,
it's just to chill. Come and chill. We're not gonna make you feel intimidated or threatened. Just tell your story, bro. And
nice.
That's our magic. Just people just.
What do you have to add to that? What's the magic?
Magic is we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Perfect. We're not afraid to do it.
Yeah. And we're not afraid to do it. Exactly. Yeah. Right? We'll set it up. We'll say, bro, what's off limits? So we want to know what they don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But after that, it's loosey-goosey, bro.
We don't have a producer. We don't have a script.
It's all us. It's just fucking, it's raw. It's fucking real. It's raw. It's because we're veterans. It's what the fucking veteran wants to know, right?
It's the veteran in us.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what you do, man? Did you wash your balls with, with baby wipes or, it's just us raw.
Did you spend the extra 10 minutes in the shitter before they fucking, where you fucking had a Victoria's Secret catalog in there?
Yeah. Did you have a combat jerk? Did you have a combat jerk or not? Yeah. All right, cool.
It's like, it's fucking realist. It's real. That's all. It's basically, that shit is raw and it's real. It's us, it's them, and if they don't want to tell us what the fuck they did or how real it was, then they don't. And fucking, if we ask them, it'll fall flat. But so far, that shit has been fucking solid.
It's just us being us, and as veterans, and even with Michael Broderick, we were so scared. Like, this guy is Hollywood, bro. Mm-hmm. This guy is fucking Hollywood, and he broke it down to us. Every question we asked, he answered.
Yeah. And that guy was a prick because he used to ship Marines out to go to fucking overseas.
Yeah. And he even said, just like that simple joke that Vic said, and he laughed about it. He was like, that was me.
That was me. I fucking worked it and fucking shipped him off.
I shipped him off to war. But that's what we are, bro. That's just bring it raw. If you're listening to this episode and you want to be a guest, just keep in mind, we're going to ask you some uncomfortable questions.
Let's do that then. You guys each get to ask me one question. That's how we'll close out.
Fucking A, brother.
Go for it, Vic.
So, what I want to know is if you had to fuck one of your elementary school teachers, which one would it be?
Elementary school? There was this good-looking dude.
No, that's not the question I want to ask. But since you brought it up, no, I'm just kidding. No, bro, I consider us a fledgling podcast, right?
Yeah.
And you're well established. So because we're trying to get the word out and help other fucking people, and there might be another veteran podcast out there. What do you recommend? Knowing what you know about our podcast or a fledgling podcast, what steps should they take to fucking grow their audience?
Let me talk to you guys specifically because you're here with me. You're not a fledgling podcast. You're established. You have 30 plus shows. Most shows fail before 13.
Nice.
So stop down talking your podcast.
We're the fucking best podcast out that motherfucker.
That's right. The other thing I would say is keep doing what you're doing because, look, everybody's got a great idea, but what the fuck do they do about it? So then you write a book, right?
Holy shit.
Right?
I'm the only one who writes.
And this is just for an example.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you wrote a book. Guess what happens when you write a book? Then you got to sell the motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And who's got to be salesman of the year of your book? You. Right.
Yep.
Same thing with podcasts. You got to be salesman of the year for your podcast. Your shit is good. You guys have something that's special. I can hear it. It's great. I was listening to it and going, this is awesome. I can't wait to have you guys on my show. So don't lose sight of that. Don't fear any part of it. If there's a bad show, it's not a bad show. That's just that show.
Yeah.
It goes out and someone's going to get, I guarantee you it's going to happen. Someone's going to go, that show changed my life. And you can be like, motherfucker, I don't know what the fuck a good show
what do we do?
is.
Yeah.
Right. Like you don't know what a good show is.
No.
All you got to just next one. Just pump that muscle and get it big and fat.
Fuck
and
yeah.
feed it with all the other things, all of the social media stuff. So if you're going to start a podcast, do it. Continue to do it. Get better at it. It's swimming. You guys don't know how to swim until you get into the pool.
Right, in the
Yeah.
water.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
That's the only way it works. You have to do that.
Fuck yeah, fat muscle. That's what I heard. Fat muscle. Yeah.
Total advantage.
Never been
I don't
told
think I
that.
have a question.
Yeah.
Shit, man. You said it all. But why? Okay, well, why do you do what you do?
Because the value in it, like how do you monetize a podcast? Fuck that. How do you give the audience something that's worth monetizing? You know, if you do something special, yeah, the money will come in. I'm not even worried about the fucking money. You know,
Money?
I need
What the
money.
fuck?
Well, that's another question.
I know.
I need money, but the value. So Jim DeFelice is a multi-time best-selling author.
Right.
He sends me his book. He's my
Right.
friend.
Yeah.
He wasn't my friend before the podcast. I didn't know the guy. A guy I read his sports writing, Rob Nyer. You know, he's my friend now. He sends me his book and we talk about things, and I'm super excited about what he does. So I don't have 100 million clicks on my shit, but I've got tons of people that I've got I've got tons of people that I've got close relationships with where I can email them and we can have an exchange and we can talk and I can share time with people. So my circle has expanded tremendously, but it's still a manageable circle. So like when people ask me like, but you know, there's not a lot of numbers on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
God, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
If I put out a tweet, people are going to talk to me. It's not just paper thin. I've got hearts. I've got people that care about me and I care about them. I don't call them fans because they're not fans. Fans are great. And if you're a fanatic of the show, I love you. Talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want are friends.
Yeah.
But you see what we got? It's the same thing as when we're running a mission. What do? Win hearts and minds, bro.
Yeah.
When that's all. And that's with us. Yeah, we're hearts and minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, our thing for me, I don't want to fucking be boring.
Yeah.
Right? You know what? I want to provide a good product, right? I want people to be entertained and shit like that. And if somebody likes what we do, fucking help us, support us, whatever, promote us, whatever the fuck. But we have a audience that's veteran centric, and there's other veterans out there that do special things, and we just want to fucking prop them up too, bro. That's our goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, winning hearts and minds.
Yep. Fuck yeah. And then we can kill them later.